All right, tonight I wanted to give you my take on an alarming new trend in gaming. It's the idea of bastardizing a game's release date in order to artificially inflate pre-orders and subscriptions. Now, you've probably come across this in the past. You think a game is coming out on one day, only to find out that there's actually early access. Maybe it's just a day early like Dishonored 2 next month, 4 days early like Gears of War 4's Ultimate Edition last week, or what is clearly the most complicated game release in history, Battlefield 1. In fact, today marks the start of Battlefield 1's Play First. You just saw Nadeshot playing a little bit of it. But listen to this. Today, if you're an Origin Access on PC or EA Early Access subscriber on Xbox One, you can play 5 maps, 4 modes, and 2 single-player war stories in Battlefield 1 up to a maximum of 10 hours of gameplay, a full 8 days before the full game releases on October 21st. But that's not all. This is a full 5 days in advance of the Battlefield 1 Early Enlister package that goes live on October 18th and gives you early access to the complete Battlefield 1 experience on Xbox One, PS4, or PC. Note that you don't need to pre-order the game to unlock Play First. You just need to be an Origin Access or EA Early Access subscriber, although Origin Access subscribers will receive a 10% discount on the full game. What is this madness? I can't even understand. I just want to play this game. Now, if games want to be treated as art, we have to start communicating in a way that doesn't make figuring out when you can actually play the game about as fun as trying to book your DMV appointment. Today, the communal magic of that midnight unlock of a game, we're all waiting on Steam for something to unlock at midnight, is lost because a game's release date is so scatterbrained. Now, I fully admit it's hard to coordinate a game's release around the world. Australia often gets to play games first, and often the whole release strategy is spoiled when some kid on YouTube or Twitch gets an early copy and plays through the whole damn thing weeks before anyone even gets to access it, even the press. In fact, the most annoying thing to me is how game companies often refuse to let the press talk about a game in advance or are resistant to show any footage of a game on shows like this to avoid spoilers, only to have the whole thing spoiled anyway when people start streaming it. The developers often get enraged when this happens. You see quick takedowns issued, and people on the forums are posting footage that has to be removed. Everyone tries to put the genie back in the bottle, but you know who gets screwed? The regular gamer who just wants to sit down and experience a game for the first time from start to finish alongside their friends and talk about it the next day at school or work. Now, I get the idea of giving some fans access to a game a day or so early as a special perk, but some of these new release plans literally required a complicated chart to understand what you can play when. Developers and game publishers need to have enough confidence in the quality of the products that they don't need to resort to these early access parlor tricks to prop up their pre-orders, subscriptions, and services. Because if this trend continues, the whole concept of anticipating a game's release date is kind of a fool's errand. But that's just my take.